This last month, my account went from $2,981 all the way down to $2,207. Now that's a decent losing month for me. And during a particularly hard night for me, I heard a story and it was of two lumberjacks. They both show up to work every day. They both leave at the same time, but one would always cut more wood. In fact, the one that would always cut more wood would always disappear for an hour during the day, yet would always cut more wood than the other lumberjack. Now, the lumberjack that didn't cut as much wood asked the other lumberjack one day, "How are you cutting so much wood? What do you do in that hour that you disappear?" And he says, "I sharpen my axe." And people may have heard this story already, but it was eye-opening to me because it was right where I felt like I needed it. I needed to hear that I need to step back and just realize where I need to improve and sharpen my axe. So after hearing that, I went on my TradeZella and I did some reports and I wanted to see where I can most improve so I have a target to actually aim at, right? So I can focus on the things that I need to improve, because I feel like that lately I just trade and I journal and I'm just going with the flow of things and I'm not really being more intentional about what I'm trying to improve. And I feel like this is causing me not to improve because I'm not sharpening my axe. I'm just keep swinging and keep swinging and keep swinging and think that's going to get me further. Another trading session and some more losses. I think it's time to go back to the drawing board, guys. I feel it is time to step back, test, make some notes on some things, on characteristics of gold and oil. I feel like I need to build conviction. I feel as though I need to study charts deeper. I need to build a checklist and I need to come back stronger. And instead of just like saying that and then like continuously live trading because you think live trading is going to just make you miraculously better, it's not. And so I need to wake up and I need to do more work off the charts. So that's what I'm going to do. And if you've even tuned into the lives, you would have noticed I keep saying, gold always seems to tap me out and then goes fully to my TP. I feel like it fakes levels. I don't know what to do. And this reporting really gave me the statistics and made me realize that for gold, it wasn't just recency bias, me saying this. It was, in fact, something that kept continuously having. So we're going to go through my reports on my TradeZella and actually see what I mean by this and how shocking the numbers will be. So I didn't trade tonight. I spent the night learning stuff online, which was cool. But I also spent the night looking at my journal. I learnt a lot. Yeah, I'm learning a lot. I'm seeing where my holes in the buckets are. And I've got to spend some time plugging those holes. So that being said, after I heard this story, I really put the handbrakes on my trading and I actually stopped trading on my second week this fortnight after 2 days of losing almost $500 in total. I put the handbrakes on and was like, something needs to change. I need to go sharpen my axe and I need to figure out how do I do that. So I went on my TradeZella reports and it was eye-opening, and that's what we're about to go through. And it is going to be embarrassing. It's going to be hard for me to sit here and like lay it all out on the plate, right? lay it out on the table and really show you where I am failing right now. And I should know better. I should know better. There has been many times where I've gone, I need to focus on A+ setups. I need to do this. Gold seems to be doing that. And I just hadn't been checking. And this has really been eye-opening for me. And I think I'm going to be doing this every month, these reports, every single month from this point forward. If I feel like something is showing up in the trading, I will do this every month so I can really make sure I'm sharpening my axe so I can do more work and be more efficient and be better without actually putting more effort in, right? So let's jump on what I mean. This is the overview report on TradeZella, okay? This is the last month that I have been trading. In that month, I took 42 trades. Only 11 of them were winning trades. So that is a win rate of about 26%. So extremely low, right? The losing trades, 31 losing trades. The average win and average loss is there or thereabouts the same. So it's 1R. So of course I'm going to be a losing trader. I'm just so frustrated with myself tonight. I took 2 really big losses tonight. Not because I risked too much, like I could only put 1 contract in, but they weren't even for trades that were like worth risking that amount. Like they were just bad trades. They were bad trades. I made a lot of mistakes when drawing up my levels tonight. So honestly, like that in itself just shows that like I wasn't on my game tonight. The losing nights when you're following your plan doesn't hurt. It is the nights in which you don't follow your plan. Because you're like, well, it could have been better. Well, I could have performed, As I've mentioned on my lives, I've been noticing that gold seems to tap me out before it always goes my way. And I just kept going, maybe it's just recency bias, And I didn't take this pattern that I felt like I was noticing seriously. But we know as traders that things can have patterns to them, right? They have characteristics. Each ticker has its own way that it likes to move. And I should have taken this more seriously because let's just filter out of gold. So out of the symbol gold that I trade, okay, so let's pick gold and let's apply that really quick. So gold trades, okay, 13 trades in total. Again, 1-to-1 risk to reward. Basically terrible win rate, right? Okay, I think that is again 26%. But if we add another filter in, okay, and we add just tapped out, 7 out of those 13 trades I would just tapped out before it went my direction. 7 of them. I took a really good short on gold tonight. I took a long, just got tapped out, and I know better. I know that gold loves to take a level before it actually continues. So I should have known better to take the long where I did. And then I jumped back in really quick, and then I jumped right back out. And before I turned off my computer, it looked like it was going my way. So not only did I not listen to like my intuition when it comes to gold loves to like fail levels, but I then jumped back in, but then didn't follow my rules, and I didn't stay in the trade and jumped out of fear because I didn't want to lose the profit that I had already made for the night. So I am finishing the night up, but I am disappointed because it took 1 losing trade for me to not follow my rules tonight. That figure shouldn't shock me as much as it does, but it does. Because how many of those trades could I have avoided if I knew that was a characteristic? Could I have waited for gold to take out that level and then waiting for extra confirmation before then entering that trade? Not only would I have avoided 7 losing trades out of the 13, but I possibly could have increased my winning trades as well. Let's look at all of the symbols, because one other thing was I find that I make a lot of mistakes. And up until this point, I've gone, oh, it's because I'm a new trader and I'm still learning. And I forgot this and I forgot that, which is just unacceptable. Sometimes I just don't take A+ setups because I'm being impatient and I want to take a trade, or I feel like taking a trade is going to get me further as a trader. And what I'm about to show you will make you realize that that is not the case. So again, we start from the start. Past month, we've taken 42 trades. Only 11 of those have been winning trades and 31 of those have been losing trades. But if I filter it to exclude all the trades that there was actually a valid setup, whether it was the level wasn't actually valid and I marked up an invalid level because I got impatient or whatever it may have been, or I didn't consider price action because I just wanted to take a trade and it was at a valid level and I felt like that was enough confirmation. So if we exclude a no setup and also those gold trades where I kept getting tapped out, where I could have adjusted my approach and my checklist based on the ticker I was trading, if I exclude all of those trades from the last month, I would have only taken 13 trades. So instead of 42, I would have only taken 13 trades. Out of the 13 trades, 9 of those trades were winning, making a win rate, if I calculate it, of 69%. 69%. That's a pretty decent win rate. If we have a look at the winning trades, average winning trade was about $100. Average losing trade was about $50. So we had a 1 to 2 risk to reward with a win rate of almost 70%. I would have been a profitable trader. And we can see in the past month, I would have been up $700. So instead of being down almost $1,000, I would have been up $700. This just made me realize that I have not been plugging the holes in the bucket that I have at the moment, and I've just been going with the flow. I haven't been stopping to sharpen my axe, realize where I'm weak, realize where I need to improve, and the reports on TradeZella have helped me realize where I need to improve. And fast. 2 main things. Trade the ticker as its characteristics. We understand what that is. That's gold. We need to understand that gold loves to take out the level before it actually continues the way you think it's going to. So wait for more confirmation. And number 2 is trade your setup. Be picky, choose those A+ setups, draw up valid levels, make sure price action confirms your thesis on what price is going to do. Don't just think because it's a valid setup and it has a few things that it's a good trade to go. You want everything to be aligned and you want to be more picky. And it's just shown that taking more trades doesn't mean you're going to be profitable. And us as novice traders, myself, I had to have come to this realization of quality setups and realizing that I need to stop just taking trades after trades after trades and think that something's going to change. I need to look at myself, look at the statistics and realize what I am doing wrong. And I need to sharpen my axe to help me be more efficient as a trader and be profitable. Because if I had done everything right this month, I would have been profitable. This shows me that my strategy is a valid strategy. I just have a lot of execution errors to work on. So I hope this video this week, guys, reminds you to check your reports, check your statistics, check where those holes in those buckets are and fix them. Go ahead, take more time off of the screen. Don't just trade, don't just journal. You need to take the time to sharpen your axe. You need to look back at your reports, work out where your trading is failing. So that's what I learned this week and I hope it helps. And if you want to try TradeZella out, I promise you it will be worth it. Click the link below, use the code novice20 to get 20% off. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye.